Everyone got the game face on? All that good shit? Ready? There you go. Wake up! Yes. How you doing? We're here. We're here doing a thing. Diction is done with what?
Tip of the teeth and the tongue!
Is that right?
Diction is done with the tip of the teeth and the tongue.
Oh my god, Diction is done with the tip of the teeth and the tongue. Whoa!
Oh my goodness. That's a good one.
Okay, guys, welcome to the Nerd vs. Universe podcast. I am the moderator today, Eisen, and you follow me at Eisen Gaming. And today our topic is what? What's our topic today, girls?
PC versus console, but we're not there yet.
Well, I know we're gonna get there, but all right. And which side are you on?
Oh, I'm Freya at Freya Logic, and I am on the side of PC.
Ah, all right. Jade, who are you?
I am Jade.
I am the Jade.
I am Jade Siren, all leady-like. And I am definitely a PlayStation player, so I am on the side of consoles.
We're on Team Console, all right.
Definitely.
Awesome, all right. And how is everyone keeping it nerdy lately?
Start us off.
Oh, start us off, Fred.
I honestly not as uber nerdy as I did get a chance to see the second episode of the Lovecraft Country.
Ah, I saw that one too, yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that moved quick. I didn't
up.
expect that to move so fast. I thought we were going to be at that location for a while. Nope.
No, but I was able to, I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I called that, I liked that thing too much, and then it's
that
gone.
twist in the middle, though, I like how they did that. They hit me with the feels, I didn't see it coming, then...
That's true.
Is it good? It's still running good.
I think I need to kind of rewatch it, though, because there was a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of details. I want to get the details in all the books and stuff, especially. And,
they're trying to throw a lot quicker so they can get the story really moving.
Yeah,
it's like they're doing the exposition like download dump fast. Of all this stuff, and you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah, but
which is kind of like how the characters.
You gotta check
honestly.
that.
I have no idea what's going on, but you guys are doing a really good job at not giving out spoilers.
Right, we're trying real hard to dance around it.
But general, but wait,
I'm kind of interested.
I'm intrigued.
It's one of those things. Is it the first thing or the second thing? You can't do the second thing without the first thing.
Yeah.
It's sweet to do it again, because we don't want to spoil it for people, because that's just mean. I hate spoilers. We will never try to spoil things on this podcast ever. Well, I mean, like, again, never try. It'll be, if there's any kind of spoilers, it'll be accidental. Or if you're spoiled by it by now, you've been living under a rock. Like,
unless it's current. Like,
no. I'm talking like Darth Vader's father. Come on, everyone knows that.
Well, yeah, you should know that by now.
Exactly.
I guess the rule I think should be like a month on a product. I know like some people won't be able to see it, but then when we give a warning, you know to turn it off or to move forward.
Or pause, and we'll give you timestamps and stuff. Fair enough, but no spoilers on Lovecraft Country. It is just very good so far, and a lot of stuff. I need to rewatch it.
That's on HBO, right?
That's HBO.
Yeah. So they're still coming out with good shit. I like that.
It mysteriously.
Oh yeah, no. HBO
yeah,
is
funny. What's funny? What could have mysteriously just show up on your laptop one day?
Right?
God bless the gods. I bet they do. You got anything nerdy? Keeping going?
I've been trying to get back into video gaming. I've been kind of hitting the
doing your
COVID
research
cabin fever lately, so I've been like blah. But I actually got into Borderlands 3 again this weekend, which is nice. I love playing my Siren. And I got a little further along in the main story because I still haven't finished it, and I'm kind of pissed at myself for that. But a new DLC came out, and I want to get a little further in the story before I pick that up, so...
It's Corona Coaster.
Yeah, I'm at that...
hold
down.
up your friend, because I can't.
Oh, my kitty.
That's where my head is literally in your chest. So.
Kitty.
Nice.
But yeah, other than that, it's just I played Borderlands. I actually did play Dice Throne last Thursday with a friend of mine.
Which one's Dice Throne?
Dice Throne is an amazing game. And I
it's not a canned pitch or anything, I swear.
Hey, when you love something,
Hashtag
it's
not
just
sponsored. Like,
yeah.
Please send us shit.
I mean, they are sending me something because I got their Kickstarter for Dice Throne Adventure.
Well, yeah, you paid for it. That's not exactly the same thing.
I don't care. I'm still excited. Like anyway. Dice Throne is a game that I found at PAX Unplugged, and the guy sold me because he was like, you know, do like RPG, and I was like, I play Pathfinder, and he's like, that's great. That's what our characters are like. You have your barbarian, you have your thief, you have, you know, the cleric and a monk, and you get to pick your character, and you toss dice, or you throw the dice. Love the puns. And you get to decide from your dice that are thrown which attacks you're going to make, and you also get to defend with certain defense attacks as well. So you're rolling dice, and you're playing like an RPG character, and you're just fighting. It's just the fight without the adventure stuff. But the Kickstarter they did is Dice Throne Adventure, and that brings a whole new like element to the game, and I'm so freaking excited for it. Maybe we'll do something later.
We need to do like a live Twitch stream of us just playing games or some like board games or something like that. Whenever it happens, I'm sure people will love that.
Wizard Kittens.
Yeah. We'll play. We got so many games.
Wizard Kittens.
I was like, should I bring the camera over to the shelf?
No,
like,
there's so many.
We'll take a picture of it and tweet it at everyone later.
Yeah, we'll show you the shelfie. And it's a little
we
embarrassing.
We do not have a lack of games. No.
Lord knows.
Good thing you can't put my Steam library on a shelf, but
yeah.
Well, actually, they got a new Outlook. It actually kind of looks like a shelf. It's actually.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, you probably haven't been on for a minute, so you should take a peek at it.
No, I have not been on for a bit.
Yeah, no,
which is funny because I'm arguing for PC gaming.
Wait, what are you talking about? I haven't been on
Steam.
what? Oh, Steam. Okay.
That's where the PC gamers go to play
I
their games.
know what Steam is.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so yes,
I didn't know you're all console. So
okay, well,
I thought
that's
I was.
fair.
This is,
That's fair.
Oh, well, we're not going to go into that yet. So this is what I've been keeping it nerdy with. All right. So DC finally is swinging back hard. They had a big DC fandom event, and they dropped that new The Batman trailer with Robert Pattinson, Vampire Boys the Bat. I love it. It's seriously everything I love in a Batman.
Became a bat.
Wasn't he a wizard first?
Shit, he was.
He's done a lot of things.
He's magical.
Actually, no. So he did a lot of good independent work.
He was Cedric.
He did a lot of good independent movies, like Lighthouse and some other films.
Yeah, that looked very interesting.
I didn't actually see it, but everyone I know that I trust has said he was just amazing acting chops in like the couple independent films he was in after like Twilight and stuff.
Well, even actors need to make money, so you know.
Well,
I don't hold it against him.
No. He locked down his female core audience right there, and now he's gonna come back hard, reclaim his masculinity as the Bat. It looks really good. I was pretty skeptical at first. I have almost no complaint. I really like my Batman, dark, dirty, and mean. Mm-hmm. And there's this one scene. This is just the best. It's just these guys are dressed up like Joker thugs, right? Because they're doing the long Halloween story arc from the comics, which is like a detective noir plot.
Okay.
But it involves.
Yeah, so they're really going back.
All of Batman's villains are in it. And, he's going around with all of them trying to figure out who did what. And it turns out, like, in the comic anyway, he's a big part of, like, his family's a big part of some of the stuff. And he's involved with it. And that's kind of teased in the thing. But there's this one scene where he beats up this
I
clown.
saw that.
Yeah, just totally. Oh, poor guy. It looked rough, man, and scary and mean. And that's how I like my Batman. So I'm actually super, super excited for the Batman.
I'm sorry.
Which is weird now that we have like 3 different Batmans.
I enjoy that's how I like my Batman.
Yeah.
Because you can have a preference.
I mean, you could have like the cartoony Batman.
Or how I like my men or my women.
Like,
this is how I like them. This is how I like my Batman. It just is not a phrase I would have attributed.
I mean, there's so many of them now. There's literally 3 Batmans right now, if not 4.
Well, this is how I like my Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to go next. There's so many
yeah.
Spider-Mans now, and it's the same thing. Spide-Eye? Spide-Eye. Everywhere. I saw him at Comic-Con. He was a great guy, too. Spider-Man?
Miles is one of my... I'm sorry, Into the Spider-Verse is still one of my
It's so funny because you guys talk about comics, and I'm just like... My comics, and like, I was into Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Those are the comic books that I had.
Right.
What?
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? Oh, I got
Who is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is actually the same guy who, I can't believe brain farting at his name. But
We'll
the
give credit where
creator,
credit's
well, yeah, the creator, Johan Vasquez.
There we go.
Ooh.
And he is the creator and artist for Invader Zim.
Okay, gotcha.
This was the
Gotcha.
okay.
Thank you.
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I guess Nickelodeon, when they signed him on
Basically not an alien version of Invader Zim.
Well, it's a homicidal, like, crazy teenage killer version of...
Yeah, well,
yeah,
have you seen Invader Zim?
Well, yes, but, I mean, it's more.
I didn't say that it wasn't more, but it's just one of those things, like, it would not surprise me in the slightest if it was dark, gory, and just fucked up.
Yeah. And
It's like the most delightful way that you just want Gur in your life, and a
yeah.
piggy.
Yeah, well...
Even though pigs were not allowed in my household.
This is a bit different, but...
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, sorry.
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Yep, it was great. That was
Sounds fun to
the
me.
comic books that I was into when I was in high school, anyway.
I'll
But
check it out.
yeah, it was good times.
Okay.
I'll have to bring one over for you.
Yes, you should.
Oh, nice.
I still have it. Yeah, I still have them.
I was wondering, if it was digital or in print. That's nice.
I have the Max. I forgot about that. The MTV show, the Max. Oh my god.
We gotta do a comic share night.
Yeah.
Bring each other's comics over.
Mm.
Freya, do you have comics?
No.
No comics?
No.
We'll bring them to you.
I mean, we could show you our
Oh no,
comics.
I wouldn't be. You showing me.
Everybody's
Everyone's just gonna start showing me their comics. Okay.
We got comics for
We
you.
got comics, kids. You want some comics? Give them
I
on
got
the fresh.
some
It's
DC. I
comic
got
day.
some Marvel.
We made it up. It's comic
I
day.
even got
Those
some
guys.
Betty and Veronica.
Oh my god, I actually do.
Ah!
They fight Predator now. Did you know that?
I'm not surprised, because who
Yeah.
hasn't? But
So when I was working in Newtown and I used to go to the comic book store, Cave Comics over
Yeah,
there.
I've been.
shout out,
okay.
Cave.
Yeah, I walked by and I was like, wait, what?
I
And it
played
was like
in there.
Betty and Veronica, biker chicks, and then Betty and Veronica are like Archie's gang versus Predator, and I'm
Archie's
like,
gang, I love it.
I must have these, and I just bought them, and I was like, this is terrible, but I love it.
Oh my god.
That's
I felt
beautiful.
so bad. I played in Cave Comics like almost every Sunday for like a year or so, playing Pathfinder.
Really?
Oh god, yeah, I played all the time.
Right down the street.
that's when I
I
started.
was
Not far
in
from
there
me.
all the time, get Burgeritaville, hang
Yeah.
out, like, but I never bought the damn comics. I would just be there playing the Pathfinder.
Did you
Yeah,
buy
I
dice
never-
at least? I
They
mean,
didn't have a big dice selection.
I
They
mean,
really
they still
didn't.
don't.
I had most of
they don't
them.
quite got the.
They don't have the dice. They're really comic.
They don't got.
comics.
Yeah, they don't got.
It's not
Exactly.
a gaming
can make-
store. It's a
yeah.
comic store with gaming stuff in it.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's not the gaming center.
not
They
a
have,
gaming
they have
central
more
store.
board games now.
Now that they have the
They-
bigger
they
space,
expanded.
but they
And
still.
Burgeritaville expanded too.
It's
Oh my
not like
God.
they have space to actually
Oh, I
hang
hope
out.
it's
It's not like
doing
Gamers
okay.
Gambit or
I
something
need
like
more
that.
of
Where you
that.
choose.
Oh, Burgeritaville or Cave Comics?
Both right
Yeah.
now. COVID, damn it. Ugh.
Oh,
Kind of.
Burgeritaville should be fine. They're out. They
I hope
never
so.
had space to sit before, so their outsourced game was top. They had
Yeah, but it's all inside still.
no, that's not what I'm
Oh, I
saying.
do have outside.
They
I mean, I don't know
they
how they're
did
doing
they
it. But there's plenty of ways around
they
it.
survived with very limited space, so they know how to. They can close off like the. That's what I'm saying. They had already done
You see
well
that,
with
the
space.
setup I
that wasn't
posted
there.
from a Chinese restaurant with the microphone and
That's
the
a little
box and-
extreme.
That was dope. I was pretty impressed with that.
But then again,
No,
my
my
Chinese
local
place
Chinese
did something
restaurant.
like
yeah,
that.
they ran a microphone and a sound box with an order door and a payment door, all in this what was a screen but was all plastic up now. And you could hear them great. It works, and they got a big foamy thing to protect it so you don't get COVID on it, and they got sanitizer. Like, they nailed it. And that's how you do it. That's ingenuity. I like it. I don't like Chinese food, but if I did, I would buy from them.
I love Chinese food. How can you not like Chinese food?
We like
I-
sushi.
It's not like I don't like it.
I
It's
love
like
sushi.
it's never in my
sushi.
top picks. So I
Really?
kind of never really go for it.
Everyone's Asian flavors tends to be my top tier. But then again, I also like to cook. So
Oh, by the way, ladies, you should both grab dice Because we're about to have a roll-off.
Oh!
We got a debate to do.
I see dice.
I have some of my favorite
I am
weapons.
going to...
And yes, these are actually all of my dice.
Those are just hers. Yeah.
Just mine.
I didn't bring mine.
And well, I also I think these are most of my if not all of the dice sets I have. I have all sets of these as well.
This is behind the camera.
I'm gonna do this. This is nice and bright and shiny.
Alright.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm gonna go for this one. You got me this set.
Bum, boink. Oh,
12.
Jade with the
yes,
12.
Mirror dice. You got me this set.
Boink. Oh, with the
nice.
hip hop 18, Freya.
Bum, bum, bum.
Are you taking the first question or giving the first question?
I am going to give the first question.
You're gonna go with the
Then
first
I guess
question.
I will take it. Bam.
I like to give the first question. I always like going second.
Alright.
Do my homework, but I play video games. Doesn't
That
count.
is
That's the point.
Alright.
Oh,
So actually, I did something a little different than both of your moderating techniques. I outsourced my homework to Twitter.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So all of your statements will come from Twitter today, and I'll have you both respond to these statements with how you feel.
Ooh.
How's that?
Oh.
Like
This is
that?
curious. Curious and curious.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. And I just want to say to, what's this? Trooper TK8912, God save your soul. I'm a brave one for moderating this debate between you two. So, I'm proud of that. All right. So, PS, too many numbers, says, PS4 is better in games, but PC is better in performance. And Freya, are you answering first, or you want to go second?
Well, you said you were giving. the
You're
question?
giving?
Yeah, that's you first.
Okay, yeah.
That's you first.
So,
All right,
wait, repeat the question just one more time so I can...
All right, so PC Box said PS4 is better in games,
Better games.
but PC is better in performance. And it's going to be a theme we're going to talk about a little
Cool.
bit. So,
I like that one.
Yeah, no, I've absolutely heard that before. And, I mean, I can agree to that. Even though I'm not... See, that's the thing. I'm not a PC person.
right.
Clearly, I'm on the side of console. But in the sense of, like... I don't really pay attention to, like, the performance, the modding. I have never built my own PC. You know, I'm not, like,
Right.
big into
I'm scared to
computer
even
geeking.
switch
Yeah.
my hard drive out.
Right,
Which I've done before, and I know it's easy, but...
I'm sure I can do some things, but I've always owned a laptop. It's been the easiest thing. I move around a lot, so like that's why I'm a
yeah.
PC
It already has
person.
limited gaming on
Yeah,
that, so...
always limited memory, limited performance,
Now, have
especially.
you had your
but,
PC game at all?
it's been a long time. I think I started actually PC game with Alice.
I love the game.
It's the very first.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah,
done that
I mean,
one.
I've played like
Alice,
Myst,
The
I think
Madness
a little bit,
Returns.
but no, the
I've heard
Madness
of it a
Returns I
little
think
bit.
was the actual console one, or the later one anyway.
Oh.
They were always on
No.
PC.
Oh, I
but
apologize.
isn't it?
I don't know. They went...
Anyway,
Yeah,
That part doesn't
Alice.
matter.
I played Myst.
Alice the Wonderland. It's American McGee's Alice is technically what the first one was called.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a first one. I gotta play that.
This is
Nice.
and that one.
Learn something new.
Because I
every
did
day.
the Madness Return. I loved that game.
Yeah, and that one I
I
played on
want to
PC.
cosplay her so bad.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, I want all of her
Yes, please.
outfits.
All of
I
them.
want, what's it called? There's a great steampunk one that I want.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking
I
about.
love the steampunk one. I know you
Yes.
like the mermaid one. You like
I
the
like
fish
the mermaid.
skull.
Yeah, I like the little
Fish
scully
skull
guy.
in the
Yeah.
thing. I remember that.
And the bow, I love it. I
Yeah.
love those colors too.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I would agree with his comment. I've heard from a lot of like guys who, or women as well, can be into PCs. But performance-wise, and especially as far as like modding your graphics and shit like that, like I've heard that is really what comes to
that's a
life
whole
with-
nother magical
yeah,
world in PC.
absolutely.
And the games get a lot of extended life because of that.
But for
'cause they really do.
convenience, I guess console has always been
Right.
my go-to.
Well, it is convenient because, like, even just a mod game, you have to go into. Sometimes it's easy, but sometimes you have to screw around with, files and software files and stuff and get it to work right if you want. Like, you gotta know a little thing or two.
And
It's
if
not
I'm-
easy.
Yeah, and if I'm hanging out at a friend's house and they happen to have the same game, I can still play it.
That's
Like,
also-
whether it has my information, my profile or not, I can still play the game. But you can't always bring your PC to your friend's house, you know what I mean?
LAN parties are a little rough sometimes, especially because that's always the thing. When it comes to like the PC, especially if you have, I don't particularly like the idea of gaming laptops. I think they're stupid personally. But
unless you're rich,
yeah, and you can afford them because you can't swap out parts. A good gaming PC will last you years. My gaming PC has lasted me freaking years, and only a few things had to be changed out here and there over 8 years.
Yeah,
at least.
I would say my last PC I got that was destroyed by a water accident, mostly, even though I had a bad GPU at that point. Lasted me like almost 10 years.
Yeah,
8 to 10 years, something like that.
PCs,
I mean, it did cost me like $1,500.
But I'm not gonna lie, the catalog for PC games is huge. It's a lot bigger than people think.
Actually, I like that you say that. So I'm going to drop this next comment because it kind of plays right into it, all right? All right. So, at Dirty Does It, spelled with a U-R-R-T-Y, Dirty Does It. So, his first question wants to ask you, too, would be, after I spend $5,000 on my new PC, what's the first platform exclusive I get to stand toe-to-toe with? Like the likes that will be of the likes of The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man,
like
Gods
it's only
of War.
on PC.
Yeah, so there's a lot of PlayStation only games.
And that's annoying.
Exclusive,
and I hate
like God of War or Final Fantasy. Like that's the only reason I haven't played the God of War. I know you rave about Jade. You rave about God of War. Yeah. And I've seen it played, but I've never played it myself because I can't play it on the PC. It's a PS exclusive. I want a PS4, but I never really got around to ever really having one of playing it and all that stuff.
And I don't have 5,000 to drop on a PC, so.
Yeah, well, that's exaggerated.
That's an exaggerated number. You can
2G will get you probably the best stuff on the market for the most part.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
And it also depends on what you're using it for. But I don't know. It's one of those things. I hate that. It's the thing that always bugged me about console. I mean, and I really shouldn't say this. I actually have the console too. I have PS4 because I finally broke down because I really wanted to play Nathan Drake.
Oh, okay.
The Uncharted series.
I actually went to a Comic-Con once dressed as Nathan Drake, and I didn't realize. I didn't know it. It was an accident. I just happened to have like that light tan, like open shirt kind of, and a scarf or something like that. Like I was literally it was just cold in October in New York at Comic-Con. And everyone was like, "Oh, you're Nathan Drake." I'm like, "Yes, I am. Yeah. Yes, I am. What game is that, dude?" I'm like, "Oh, that one. Didn't play because I don't have a PlayStation 4. Okay, but that's me today."
I can still see that. I mean, I can't understand it yet.
Alright.
Anyway, like that. We're revisiting that at some point. But yeah, no, I finally broke down and got it for that game only on like Little Big Planet. Because I enjoyed that.
Little Big Planet's so cute.
I love Little Big Planet. So cute.
So good.
But stuff like that. Like, that was the only reason why. But it took me forever to get that. I've been playing PC games for years upon years upon years.
That's
so
right. That was gonna be my one question to both of you is, when did you guys start on this? Because I think you both started on both your sides, right? You started on console and you started on PC young, right?
Technically, yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly technically how it happened. Because the more I think about it, the more I keep like thinking back. As my dad was a computer guy before even computers were a big thing. He worked in mainframe stuff and all that kind of thing. So we actually had a computer in the house when I was a kid. Like, I'm talking
I didn't get mine until I was like 12 or 13.
My Mimi had an old Macintosh.
Oh, yeah?
And that was like the first computer that I ever got to play around with.
Right. Yeah. Mine was probably when I was in Catholic school at St. Jude's. They had a couple computer, to play Oregon Trail and all that stuff. But
yeah, no, I mean, like...
You died of syphilis. Oh, jeez.
I remember being really young, playing like the monochrome monitor. I keep remembering. I just see this like yellow. It was a yellow gradient in my head. It was
a brave choice. I remember when it was Gateway. I think did the color PCs.
Oh, that was probably yeah. But yeah, that was.
Big
and I
marketing
remember
move
playing.
back then.
There was a car game. There was like a puzzle game, and I remember playing that. And then my dad got better computers, and he started getting more PC games, and I started like playing tons of them. I found a box of them in my garage. And I'm like, oh, I've been doing this a lot longer than I thought.
So Jade, how'd you start? You started on console. Like me, I started when I was really young on console.
Yeah, I mean, like, my cousins and my friends that I was always hanging out with, like, I started, I guess, on Nintendo. Although my uncles at the farm, they had Atari. Like, I've not, I've played Atari before.
Right? But probably Nintendo
but even
before, right?
But even Atari's a console.
Nintendo was out when we were growing up our age anyway. So
Nintendo, the original Nintendo was pretty much like what I grew up. Yeah, what I started with. Good old Duck Hunt and your Mario Brothers. But then, it just evolved from there, because that's the thing about consoles, is it's not going to stay around for a decade. I mean, it grows with the evolution of technology, and I think that is what I still really love and appreciate about consoles. Like, you can play that American McGee's Alice, and in the graphics alone, whether it's for console or for PC, you can just see that, like, that difference.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's see what else we got here.
I love my
PC
PlayStation.
just has so much better, but I hate the fact that there's PS4 exclusives, which drives me nuts.
So,
it's good marketing on there.
I understand. Like, that's
how
the worst
they make
part
their
is
money.
that I understand the market. I really
you understand
do.
the market aspect. It sucks.
It
That's
sucks,
the
and
thing
it's like, damn it. I'm like, I get why you're doing
it's
this.
Business, yeah.
Oh, it is. I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of people who were pissed at Borderlands 3 when it released, it was a delay release for Steam.
Yeah.
And that was like a
that's
big
a lot of
thing,
So now there's not so much more. There's a lot of exclusive deals, but there's also a lot of like limited exclusivity deals where it'll come out first for the first 3 months or so on this, and then release on the X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
Because then they make more money that way. But
course.
someone, PlayStation gets that extra exclusivity, so it gets that rush of people. If you have both systems, which one are you going to get it for? Obviously, the one that's out, right? So you can understand the marketing techniques. So it's the quest for more money that screws it up.
It's one of those things, but I mean, it's also playability sometimes for you though too. I don't exactly like playing. I'm not good with the thumbs and the aiming and the stuff.
I would say a mouse is way better for especially a shooter game to be more precise with the mouse.
I feel like when and if I eventually do want to get a PC, but I feel like if I'm playing especially games like Borderlands.
Donate
now. I'm still gonna get like that, PlayStation controller mod that I can just play on my PC.
Oh,
I just love it that much.
That's
but
like annoying me.
But that's probably what you. It's
but
what
I have
you grew up with.
It's what I grew up with, but I wasn't always into like the shooter games. Like when you say like that you not really that good at aiming and shit like that. Like, I still don't think I'm the greatest, but, like, when it came to, like, Borderlands, like, I always hated Halo. I always tried to get into, like, the GoldenEye or whatever the heck it was. No, wait, was that? I don't remember.
No, that's...
But I hated Halo.
Yeah.
And,
64 is GoldenEye.
And that's what I thought it was Nintendo. I was like, wait. Anyway, but then my friend Josh got me into Borderlands. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to be good at it. It's a first-person shooter. I'm really not good, especially. And he's like, well, first of all, don't do inverted. So,
alright, so there's that was screwed up, definitely.
There's that. So that helped a lot. But then, like, he kind of guided me through Borderlands 2. And that was really what, like, helped me become a gamer. I was just like, oh, this is actually a lot of fun. And then it had a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of, like, modern cultural references. And then, of course, like, Tiny Tina is my fucking favorite.
I've heard.
Good.
I remember the game that got me back into PC gaming, like the first like modern PC game that I played, like not my old school like old games that I used to play on like the behemoth monitors and stuff like that. Was BioShock Infinite. Yeah, that was a fun. I remember watching someone else play it, and I was just like, that looks like fun. I want to try that. Mm-hmm. So I did, but that was a first-person shooter. Mm-hmm. So it was the first time, and I was watching how it was played. I'm like, that doesn't look as bad as I remember, because I had Super Nintendo for a bit, so I remember like having the issues, and of course I loved how my sister was trying to do the Wii things before that was a thing. Jump!
Oh yeah. I'm
yeah.
very
Katie,
expressive in games.
Katie,
That's
you
real.
have to press the button.
That's real.
At the,
You gotta
at the
press the
arcade, I'll be
button.
like shooting, and like the thing will come up the screen. I'll be ducking out of the way when you don't have to.
Yeah, when
Yep.
you're playing
Other
the
kids would be
racing
laughing
games.
at me and shit.
I would do
I'd
that
be like,
too.
I don't care. I'm getting them.
When I'm playing a racing game, you know you gotta tilt that controller.
You get 90% better turn with that tilt.
I'm not gonna lie,
Absolutely.
we all did that at
Everyone
the same
does
time.
that. I got a buddy who
that was
he can't not
great.
stick out his tongue whenever he's concentrating on a video game. It's
Oh
awesome.
no,
He
that's fun.
can't what?
Whenever you concentrate on a video game, the tongue comes out.
Oh, I swear a lot with my video games.
Yeah,
You're
you
a
do.
lot generous.
I played that cooking game with you.
Oh
God
yeah,
damn, when
I'm
you're a
sucker
sailor.
for it. So yeah, so I do again. I have several consoles, but I still am a PC person. I have the Switch, and Overcooked is.
Oh, it's such a fun game.
It's
I
so
love cooking
fun.
games.
I'm a sucker for a cooking game. You chop things up, you cook things, and like the worlds
toss them,
get
you cook 'em.
crazier and crazier, and it just becomes a thing where I get really into it. Like I stand when I play this game, and I'm usually expediting, and I'm like, I go nuts.
Have you ever worked at a restaurant?
No, I just
Oh.
watch Hell's Kitchen way
I
too
have.
much.
I have.
That sounds like it would give me anxiety. in a
Nothing
game.
like work, which is okay. That's why I can't do it. Because if it was too much
This
like
sounds
that, yeah. I
working
would.
at a
No,
restaurant.
no. It's
I
in a
literally
fun
have
way.
co-workers
I'm entertaining
in the
with
weight
it,
industry that
apparently.
have what they call weight mirrors, nightmares about waiting tables.
Yeah, no, that's real.
That's real.
That is real.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Some people suck. Some
got a
people
little
tip
sidetracked.
great. Most people
Definitely
tip great, but
Do we have any more questions? We got
But-
sidetracked a little bit.
Yeah, there was a point. I had a point.
I know. That happens to me too.
all the time.
I had a
all
point.
the time. Well, all right. We got
Damn it.
one last submission on this. So,
On this, and then-
of this, and then we'll go take an intermission and come with some conclusions on this. But
There's no conclusions.
yeah, of course not. All right, so Burnt Bird, without the U.
We gotta talk about our favorites.
What do you
on
call
the
it?
board.
PC games will always be a console. PC gaming will always be a console. They are upgradable, customizable, and can put out better looking graphics. Okay, so the more powerful,
Amen, brother. Or
you can
sister, or
upgrade.
person.
So yeah, so once you got that computer, you could just upgrade it and all this stuff. But you can't play those exclusive games. So,
Again, the exclusive game is like that's the heart. That is
the graphics.
truly the hardest
Yeah,
part.
get ya.
Another
That's
thing too
really-
is the
again,
VR
it's how
too.
they got me. It was a blizzard, and I was weak.
Yeah.
What do you call it? So, have any of you really had a chance to play with any of the VR on either on PC or the consoles?
No.
I'm
No?
not.
I haven't got the chance to
I haven't.
try any of the consoles version of the VR
I have
yet.
a bad feeling I'm gonna destroy something.
Oh my goodness! But as soon as I put it on for the first time, I had like a semi freak out. I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna change the fucking world! This is so crazy."
Well, Ready Player One is gonna be a thing.
It's gonna be real. Yeah.
Well, Lord knows, I can't wait for Ready Player 2 though.
Yeah, is they making it?
The book's coming out. Yeah, he's
Oh,
coming
the
over
book's coming out.
The
Alright,
book's coming
good.
out. Well,
I heard the book's great. I want to read the book.
book is great. Will Wheaton reads it. It's awesome. I mean,
Oh,
I know he
you-
doesn't
you-
like you, but
Oh yeah! Shut up, Wesley!
oh,
If you could hear me,
Oh,
He
be
doesn't
nice.
listen.
Stop.
shut up.
He
Wesley.
probably has to deal with that all the time. I would hate it too.
He's fine.
My name's Marco. I have to deal with Marco Polo all the time. So we you know.
That's how people find me in stores sometimes.
What? By just screaming Marco?
Yeah, my friend and I, if we're hanging out and we go shopping somewhere, we'd be like, Marco! And then the other one's Polo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh.
My family does it sometimes with me.
My
It's
family-
instinctual. Like some people
Yeah.
can't help but scream it out when I say my name is Marco at a table. They're
Yeah,
like
well, I
they just
mean,
can't
it's-
like Apollo. I'm like, yeah, you're clever. That's great. I've not heard that
Oh,
before.
I feel so bad.
Introductory, yeah. No, I
Oh
would
no,
never
I
do
usually
that.
open a table with the Marco joke, so I just nip it in the
Just
butt.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, because they're either gonna laugh or something. And, you know.
No, my family
Better
got
than them
very,
doing it.
very creative in how they said my name. I could literally hear it from what's it called? So I'm band geek, like that's the level of geek I am. Band geek. We were playing a basketball game. I'm on the ground floor on the court. We're in Hartford, and my dad is sitting with my friend up in the stands, at least a tier or so up.
Yeah.
He says, "Watch this," and he screams my name in a very, very specific way.
Freya!
And no, they have to go up on the end. Freya! Trust me, it's a thing.
But you pick it out, yeah.
But I seriously did the... And I found them, and she was like, what the? And I'm like...
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, hi, Dad.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's amazing how it's immediate, and I meerkat on it.
Alright.
Sorry.
Alright, so we're going to recharge, we're going to come up with some conclusions, and we're going to wrap this up, and then get ready for our next episode. And then we picked the topic for the next episode, right?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think we got that.
We got that? We'll talk about that over some selling.
We're open to suggestions, y'all.
Yeah, send those in. Drop them in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yay! But we're going to pause.
Can
we do that?
There we go. Now we're back. Alright, so, since we were talking about games anyway, PC, Freya, console, Jade. Any games you're looking forward to coming down the pipeline on either one of your wish lists there for your either platform?
I feel so boring, but it's stuff that's already come out.
Well,
I still have, Until Dawn is probably, oh my god, I just had.
Oh yeah, no, I heard it. Oh my god.
I'm not even drunk right now.
It's Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
Oh my god.
So
yeah, she completely said it like that. Oh my god.
It's contagious, the accent, I know. We're probably infecting millions of people right now.
No, she did it before.
Don't start, alright?
No, it's something that I do. Thank you.
Ow.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, getting back to it. Until Dawn is the one that I need to play. But it's scary and I live by myself, so I have to make my boyfriend just deal with it. He doesn't like scary things. But I also downloaded BioShock.
Infinite?
Yeah, I have that one. I'm pretty sure. I think the
one
1 and 2. I think I have like a bunch because PlayStation had.
There's 1, 2 Under the Sea, and then 3's in the sky.
That's oh god, that's what is it?
I think I have them all.
I forget which one that is, but I know which one you're talking about for that BioShock.
But I haven't played any of them.
The one in the oceans or the one?
The one in the oceans. Yeah. The one in the sky is BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one I played that one.
I can't remember.
So the first two are in the ocean?
Yeah. And then it goes skyward with Infinite.
It's very interesting.
It's a fun game. I like that. I love BioShock.
It's a very, very interesting, like dystopian-esque thing.
Yeah, very, very dystopian. But interesting.
Honestly, BioShock Infinite feels a little more real right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially because those freaking like I want Sam like things that are trying to kill you half the time.
Yeah, it is just like weird propaganda thing.
It's weird.
Oh yeah.
So I should play it because it's relevant.
It's actually relevant.
It's relevant to the times.
Could actually help me in survival of our potential
real
outcome.
Life survival.
America.
Fucked up. Not fucked
Anyhow.
Ray, you got some games you're looking forward to?
Oh, and Nathan Drake. I did get it because you told me to.
Oh, there you go.
Again, that was my big weakness for getting a console was fucking Nathan Drake.
Well, Sugu, Nathan Drake, and you also like the adventure games because you love Tomb Raider, right?
Oh, the new Tomb Raiders. Yeah, that was. I really would love to play the last new Tomb Raider. I started it.
No.
I lost place on it, and now I completely forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. I can see her in my mind's eye. She's wearing like a full Aztec outfit, green with the feathers and everything, and I'm in a village, and I'm like,
what am I doing?
What was I supposed to do again?
Yeah, look at
there's a marker that says I'm supposed to go that way.
That's a good place to start, right?
Yeah,
where are we?
It's definitely one of those ones where it's like I really want to get back into it and finish it. But yeah, no, I'm a sucker for.
It's worth the start
for an archaeology-esque adventure puzzle game with a little bit of fighting.
I love that PC one with Indiana Jones. Where you're going around and putting all this stuff together.
Oh, the Infernal Machine.
Maybe.
That's the one.
There's a couple of them LucasArts made.
I need to check some other ones out, but the Infernal Machine was my first.
LucasArts made a lot of fun little video
games.
Yes,
it was a LucasArts game.
Yeah, any Indiana Jones game would be.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm just I got the yes, of course it is. No, but I got the mental image of the logo in my head with the guy and like the line. I'm just like,
oh yeah, it is.
It popped up and I'm like, I remember that. Yeah, I was fighting Russians.
They killed the early PC games.
What? It was fun. I fought the Russians, and you eat weeds and stuff like that to regain health, medical herbs.
Oh, okay. Well, I see you learned a lot from your game.
You did that in Resident Evil too.
Yeah. Hey, medical herbs are wonderful.
Medical herbs are fantastic.
Are great.
Pretty much the sponsor of the
Green,
show.
Green, blue, red. Sorry,
the beautiful,
Resident Evil.
the beautiful. Oh, I have
no idea. But no, so
I
I would love to get back into Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider would be lovely. But after that, I have to admit, I don't exactly know where I would go after that even.
Anything on your Switch?
Oh, this...
Technically, that's a console.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
To the dark side.
I have
she's playing this.
I
have
two fucking consoles and a PC. It's a bit of a problem. I've got a gaming problem. It's a thing.
Have you played God of War?
Is it a problem?
No. Oh, I don't have that much of a gaming problem. I just have I enjoy having the games and playing when I can.
You got a PlayStation. You can play God of War.
I can.
Because you like the adventuring, fighting, puzzles. That's God of War.
Because I mean, Darksiders was one of my big ones that I liked for PC. That was definitely one of my other first ones. Was oh god, you play as War. I remember it was a lot of fun, and then you play as Death for the next one. I still haven't gotten to Fury. Oh, that's one I want to play. I want to play one of the new Darksiders. Fury.
Darksiders. Which one's that?
Darksiders. You play as so you play as the riders of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. The first one is
fun and relevant. Anyway.
The first one is about war. He basically the seals were broken when they shouldn't have been broken, and it was released, and so War is trying to figure out what's going on. And then the next one is Death, is in concordance with all of this kind of stuff. And then the third one is based on they didn't go with like Pestilence or the other one. They called this one Fury. And it's a female character, and she has a whip, which is really awesome.
Oh, cool.
And she's fighting the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game.
Wait, so what character are you?
You play as Fury.
You
play as the Horseman.
That's pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, no, they're really interesting. You see, like, Destroyed Worlds.
Wait, when did this come out and stuff and all that stuff?
A while ago.
A long time ago?
It was old.
Dark Souls?
Okay, so
No, not Dark Souls.
Darksiders. Dark Souls is a whole other thing.
That's a whole nother console.
I couldn't get through the first.
It wasn't my favorite
thing, and
I
probably could get through it now.
Was trying to get me to do it,
but yeah, no. But Darksiders 1, I want to say it was 2000.
The latest one was 2019.
Yeah, the latest one just came out. Like
that's so they're still making
that one's fresh.
Is that the one with Fury?
That's the one with Fury.
Oh.
So that's the fourth one in the series.
No, that should be the
3, right?
If they're making that's
because it came out
Genesis. Okay, so Darksiders is the original. So that's the one with War. So that came out in 2010. Darksiders 2 came out in 2012. Okay, so there's gonna be another one.
Well, no, this is 2019.
Yeah, but so 2018. That's the Fury one.
Oh,
this I didn't know about.
There's
another one. Ooh!
So that's what you're excited about. There you go.
That's what I'm excited about. I'm like, I didn't know that existed.
All right.
When did that happen?
I'm gonna have to check out the entire series.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's really it holds up. Yeah. It's one of those games that really.
I mean, it's not that
up.
old. I mean, it's only
Well, yeah, but I mean,
like
10
years
it's
old,
10
so.
years, but 10 years old in like
it
graphics land
it
can
yeah.
be, but it's one of those games. That's what I like with some of those PC games or some of the games in general.
Yeah.
Like they put the time. Some of them put the real time into it, so the games will hold up no matter what. Like. You can tell like the graphics are like not the best or not as crisp or something like that, but then again, with the style of game, you don't notice as much.
Right.
Are you still talking about Darksiders type?
I'm talking about Darksiders. I'm talking about also in general.
But don't they have a lot of cutscenes where they show a lot of? I feel like sometimes that's where the graphics go for some of the games like that.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not in the actual play field, then like with those cutscenes,
Even
they're usually a bit more animated.
Yeah, I remember when they were doing the like cutscene kind of like to trick you into buying the game. advertising.
Well, it's part of the game because it's the storyline.
Right, yeah, it's gonna be in
the
there.
story's good.
And then they had to start saying, "Oh, actual in-game footage," on their advertising.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
try to impress people actually again.
Yeah, because it's like, oh,
We got wind to that scam in advertising. So
it was a thing. I mean, it was smart. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. But I mean, the graphics hold up and all that kind of stuff, and the gameplay is still very fun and things like that. Yes, you should check it out. I want to check it out.
But yeah,
I want to check
you
out
looked
the
really
third
excited
one.
about the new one. So
Oh yeah, if that's what it
exciting, it's
is.
coming out.
Genesis serves as a prequel. That's the newest one.
Oh, whoa. That's a great way for me to be introduced to it then. Cool.
But it's the newest game.
Yeah, so I'll
Yep.
play the
No.
new game, and then I'll play the old game.
You're gonna play what's it called? Chronologically not released.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I guess.
I'm a Star Wars guy, remember?
That's true.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, like, yeah, that makes sense. He'd be able to do that.
Yep.
Because
Technically,
then
it's the
again,
first.
I did chronological for Nathan Drake too, because the
Okay.
fourth one was out, but I didn't start with the fourth one. I went all the way to the first one,
Yeah.
and I went all the way up, which was so fun. Oh, I try to replay that game. I'm stuck in the same place that I was stuck in the last time I played the damn game. Fucking jet ski.
There's
I
a bunch of people
suck.
on YouTube.
Okay, the one
that play
thing
the
that I
game
hate
for
about
you.
some of these games, though, why did all of these games need to have a driving section for a
Yeah.
while? What the fuck, people? I
know,
hated
that was a
the
requirement for
stupid
video games.
driving
Yeah.
section in all of these games. What? I don't want to drive somewhere. I don't want to just no. I want to be on a real jet
every
ski or not
RPG
at all.
now- Every RPG has like mini games you can play in the game now. It's like, so I could go to the tavern and play dice, in my RPG, like.
Oh yeah,
or
we
play
played
cards, or-
Liar's Dice a couple times. That's the only time I played Liar's Dice was playing Pathfinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Yeah, I was just playing. It's a really fun game. What is it called? I played it all the time. Now I'm brain farting. I used to play. It has such a cute name. A Farkle. Farkle.
What? I've heard of it, but what
Yeah.
is that?
So it's a dice game. I think you roll 6 dice in a cup or whatever. So
Okay.
1 is 100 points. 5 is 50 points.
Oh wow.
Right. And
So
then,
you're going
and
for
then,
low.
you go for points. So you're going for a 1. You're going for a 5, or you can also hold straights. So if you get 3 ones. Or 3 of a kind of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
There's different kind of combos that can get you extra points and stuff. And then
Poker in a cup?
you kind of pretty much.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm like, sounds like a full house.
So
or
then
something like
you move your dice to the side to bank your points,
that. Okay.
and then you either keep your score or you keep rolling. If by the time you're say you banked 5 dice and you got 1 dice left, you roll and you don't get a point on that, you bust. You get no points.
Gotcha.
But if you do get a point on your last dice or your last all your last dice, let's say you had 3 dice left, you rolled a 3 of a kind, you grab all your dice again, you get the points you got from that, and you get to roll 6 dice again, start over, and keep going to see how much points you get.
Sounds like
Zombie
dice.
What is it like?
Zombie dice.
Zombie dice?
Yeah, zombie dice is
I was like, this is
based
like
on
the
it.
Zombie
boring version of
dice.
zombie dice.
Is this the boring zombie dice? Yeah,
It's
the
boring zombie dice.
Yes, exactly. That's the game.
Because I'm just not gonna lie, I'm like, this sounds very familiar.
Like, this is
You
totally
can
zombie
bank
dice.
brains. I just started replacing
Yeah.
numbers with
Brains?
brains in my head.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
that's...
you
I
can
was like,
bank the
and then you get a
brains?
shotgun, and then you bust.
And
these were
Well,
those
the 3 shotguns.
really
Yeah,
old
exactly.
games. I don't know how old the game is, but it's like one of those games that's like hundreds of years old.
But that's probably why they just made it into zombie dice.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. That's just rebranded.
But
for
no, I
zombie
was
dice.
thinking
love
the
that,
exact
yeah.
same
I'm
thing.
like-
I was like, it sounds like zombie dice.
Exactly what it is. I was playing it
It's
in
a
the...
good game.
Oh,
What
it's a
is it?
very fun game. I love zombie dice.
It's Kingdom Come Deliverance, the medieval one I was telling you about, because I'm a swordsman, so it had a sword system that was actually really impressive to me,
Yes.
actual style-wise. But that's the game you play in the tavern now. You get to play Farkle and stuff.
Oh,
But,
That's cool.
But it's a requirement. I don't know why every game like that has that. Little
that
mini
weird,
game.
kind of side thing.
Yeah.
That I hated it when it was the driving.
No, I hate
like-
escort missions. You can go to hell.
Escort missions?
This is any
Yeah.
video game. Yeah. I mean, it's completely off topic, but
What?
Escort missions.
No,
Escort
so like
missions?
if you're like
What?
in, I know it happened in God of War where there's like.
Geek,
Yeah.
but I'm very limited in my geek knowledge.
No, it's fine because you
No.
know exactly what we're talking about. So in a mission, if you pick someone else up and then you have to like
your mission's like to get them to
protect
this new
them
town
and get them
make
to
sure
a-
they don't die.
yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Escort missions.
and they always fucking
Suck.
die.
They
and
always
you're just
fucking
like,
die.
God
Or do
damn
the
it.
most stupid thing.
Stand over
Why
here.
are you
No,
running?
don't-
Get
yeah.
behind me. What is wrong with you?
I'm
No
not
one
gonna
would do
lie,
that.
BioShock Infinite, your person actually is fucking helpful.
Oh,
She-
yeah, that's like one of the
she
things
throws
Elizabeth
But
you
yeah.
isn't she
shit.
like
Yeah,
the
she'll give you
permanent
some, like-
sidekick?
Yeah,
though,
but
throughout
she
the
still
game?
like at
Yeah.
least throws you like ammo and shit.
Yeah,
like
they'll throw you
she's
what you
actually
need,
helpful.
health packs,
That's good.
ammo and shit.
Yeah, like you can't fully rely on her all the time, but she's
Plus
actually
not
pretty
like
damn
that.
helpful.
It's cute. I like
But
those
But yeah,
house
those
ones.
missions are fucking pain in the ass.
I don't know. I mean, like I always love doing like all the like the little side quests. Sometimes I like those. I mean, like Mass Effect for me was like big on those, doing all the little side quests, especially with all the
I might
extra.
start liking an open world experience.
No, not that much. So Mass Effect is about as limited as I get, like as open as I get, like that kind of semi-hybrid world. Anything more
That's
than
your
that.
limited open. I got you.
Again, I've tried Skyrim. I don't know how many times I ran into areas that I can't be here yet. I can't be here yet. I can't be here yet. And I have to run away. And I don't like having to
love
run
watching the
away.
new people in Skyrim run up to the zombie, or not the zombie, the giant, and just getting tossed after. That was so fun the first time.
Yeah,
I whacked
'cause
that guy.
I get very anxious, and it's a thing. I mean, oh god, you should have seen me when I was playing. Castlevania.
Oh my god.
They had the
That's a
big.
fun
They had the big spider. Oh my god, it was very bad.
Yeah, and you guys watched that Netflix series, Castlevania?
Yeah. I
Anime
fell
a little bit?
asleep.
Fell asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those
It's a
things.
little fall sleepable.
It's not
but-
even one of those things. If I get comfy in any way, shape, or form, I will pass out.
I get you.
A fluffy blanket, a pillow, I'm gone.
Happy time.
I'm gone. Yeah, I will just be like.
Ah.
So it's a little tough for me. So I've got to be very selective in what I try to watch.
And when you watch it,
When
right?
I watch it, because I will pass out.
You stayed awake during Lovecraft Country.
I got
so that was
very
good.
lucky. I'm got very lucky in Lovecraft Country. If it was any later, I would have probably not be able to do it.
All right. So final arguments.
Oh yeah.
Let's do some final arguments. What's your favorite bits about your console or your PC? What's your closing
Why
statement
I
on
love-
why you love what you love, or why you think it's the best way to go, or
Who's going first?
I mean,
For me? What?
whack.
I mean, I guess I'll
Jade.
go first if I started off initially, but
I won the robot man, remember?
and you passed it to me.
Yeah, so you go first.
Yeah. What do I love most? I think it's been a very comfortable, consistent part of my life because it's just so convenient for me.
Right.
Like, it's been efficient for me, budget-wise, and I've moved around a lot, so I feel like PCs for people who move around a lot is probably a pain in the ass.
Next to impossible. I
Yeah.
just can't just get my desktop and start bringing
Yeah.
around places. I could.
That's a
I've done it
beast.
before, but it's a pain in the ass, and you're risking your super expensive machine every time you do that.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Like, I was lucky enough when I
I'll
went
play
off to
online.
college after I graduated high school, my mom was like, she got me a laptop. And I was like, as long as it has Word document and internet and I can get, like, a browser going on it, I'm good. And that's pretty much how I survived for a while. So I always had a console. And I very much enjoy a lot of the games on it. Like God of War and Borderlands. God damn it.
God damn it, Borderlands.
I need to try not to. I do need to.
You can't do an episode without mentioning
I
Borderlands.
can't.
I know.
It's hard.
Well,
That's a good game.
it's your game.
It is my game, but there's
that's okay. There.
other DLCs coming up too. So they just
Oh,
released
shit.
one. Yeah, and I'm like 2 DLCs behind. I think.
Oh, nice. So we
I gotta
some shit
catch
to-
up.
So even just with Borderlands, you got a whole bunch of shit to catch up in.
Yeah, I know. I
Let
need.
alone another game.
I know. There's so many. It's like my books. There's so many to play. I
It's-
got my to be read pile and I have my to be played pile.
Gotcha. I think we all have that.
So,
I've got a list of games I gotta play that I bought during Steam sales that I have yet to touch.
Oh my god, that's one of those big things. Steam is just like horrible. Not horrible with these Steam sales, but like it's like Steam. This is why like people have over 100 games in their Steam libraries. It's because all these sales.
They know what they're doing, man.
Oh, I know they know what
they're
they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Everyone goes bananas for those things. It's the happiest time of the summer, man. Right?
Oh yeah, no, I hear about Steam sales all the time. Lord Zoo will always be like, "It's a Steam sale." I'm like, "Oh boy."
Yeah. There goes about $180 for me this cycle anyway.
It's like, oh boy.
But I did get like, I don't know, 8, 9. But alright. For you?
For me,
Freya?
my favorite, I don't know, I've always played PC, and then I got back into it again.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed the minor simplicity of it. Like, I love playing like Portal and stuff like that. That was a great one for PC. I don't know if that actually was. Is that a PC exclusive? I don't know if that you can play that on console.
Half-Life is a PC exclusive.
I have a PC exclusive.
They might it might be on Xbox now because I think Microsoft is somewhat behind it now.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, Portal originally I remember was PC.
Yeah, for the longest time, Portal is like a PC.
I love the two.
You kind of exclusively, like Doom back in the old day. It was
Oh, okay, it makes
PC thing. And something we haven't really touched upon too was multiplayer.
Oh.
Multiplayer is kind of different with that. Now they're actually integrating, so you could actually play your PC with your Xbox buddy.
Wow, that's impressive.
Microsoft is kind of leading the way with that.
Well, I mean,
but PlayStation's still a little
computer to computer. I mean,
basically, they built it kind of that way so they could do that.
Yeah, I mean that makes more sense.
So.
But that's nice.
But if you want more people in your match and everything like that, you're gonna have to go with the PC, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you just want to casually pick up and start shooting people, you could just get your console out.
So that's another easy, thing for me to say is because I am dominantly a solo player. Okay. Like, I have games that I can play online. Like I said, one of my friends got me into Borderlands, and then, I've played a couple of games, like Rocket League, I think, with my boyfriend, and, of course, Borderlands.
I know you two love your linear stories and your storytelling.
Yeah, I don't usually.
I'm not surprised you don't like the open world experience of multiplayer.
Yeah, I have to admit I don't do any kind of multiplayer. I tried Elder Scrolls Online for a little bit. That did not last all that long. I didn't do anything together.
I didn't. Yeah, I lasted like a day in that game.
I was just like, this is not. It's just not my style.
I heard they fixed it, but nah.
Skyrim and all that kind of stuff. It's very pretty. Do not get me wrong. Mm-hmm. I've seen people play. I've watched. I enjoy the detail and everything that they do, but it's just too much for me. But I mean, I like the fact that the Portal is a thing and stuff like that. I remember playing that and all these different games, and I don't know. It's simpler. It's usually a little more comfortable for me because I get to have my nice, comfy computer chair and stuff like that. I got my dual monitor rig, which I love. So for me, it's just simpler in that sense. I don't feel like my eyes are straining, trying to sit away from a console and have a big enough screen, all this kind of stuff. I don't know.
I sit my ass on the floor.
See, that's the thing. I've got the thing where I look horribly weird, but it's you just kind of.
I don't think my shoulders can take that.
Oh no, you got the squishy thing under here. And then you got the armrest. Oh no, you have a lot of, nice. And then you can shove pillows underneath there if you're doing for a real long session and stuff like that.
Now that you do that, I'm just so glad that I am console because I didn't even think to consider the fact that I sit on my ass and I do that at work all day. I'm sitting. Yeah. And I'm looking at 2 monitors. It's a laptop and a dock set, but I'm working on a computer all day. Sometimes it's nice to just break away.
Okay.
So
people have to work on a PC all day.
Yeah,
that is truly fair enough. No, that makes a lot. That's a big.
Just seeing you stiffen up and go this, and how you sit and shit. I'm just that's what I do at work, and it just makes me hurt. But I actually do sit on my exercise ball sometimes when I'm playing my PlayStation 4.
That's great for
You know, like I'll
trying
just
to get
kind
that
of.
posture down right now.
Well, that's what I do it for my posture because I definitely and when I'm on PC at work, I'm like leaning over and like
you gotta watch out
getting, you know, that's how I concentrate.
You're gonna turn into that hunchback old man who can't straighten his back out anymore.
Oh,
yeah, I'm short enough, man. I'm 5'1", so I need as much height as I can get.
As we all start, as I'm not
we're all gonna start hanging upside down like a bat. You know.
We're all gonna do a stretch after this.
So we're gonna do a yoga class. All right. So before we do our nightly yoga class, all right. Do we have a summary? I think on this. I think I got one at least as moderator.
Consoles are awesome.
Are they? I agree. They are pretty cool.
Consoles are definitely fun. They definitely have their place. I definitely enjoy my consoles for what they are. I'm still always going to be a slight more fan of the PC just from the breadth of games that I have played, my history with them, things like of that nature. I just like them. Plus, but I do so seriously recognize the sitting and like I do not work at a PC all day. So
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that at all. That's a really big point. To have that kind of break and that actually escapism, and all that kind of stuff. That's what you want video games to do. You want, Lord knows, shooting games and any kind of destruction games are great when you're having a bad day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was having like a horrible day and I'm like, I need to shoot some aliens. I'm playing Mass Effect. Like,
things have to die.
I was like yeah, it was really cathartic.
New maps and killing baddies make me happy on a stressful day. Like I definitely
There's
like that strategy and I'm like, where are we going?
Sure. There's a reason why board breaking is like the best when you've had a bad day. If you like when I do karate and stuff like that, it's like we're board breaking today. I'm like, oh thank God. Yeah, I hate you. Yeah,
so I wish I could get like kickboxing or something. Just like punch a bag all day.
It's very fun. It's fun. But it's very cathartic and being able to have that proper thing, no matter how you get it and all that kind of stuff. The one thing that I will say is slightly the detriment though now that I've noticed for PC is the way that I like to play with my consoles. Especially for the way that I play the Switch. So because I do two big things on the Switch. I play a lot of like the group games on the Switch. Like the Overcooked that has a couple people, Mario Kart, stuff like that.
Party games.
Party games and things of that nature.
That's fun.
Yeah, and there's a co-op game in there too. That's kind of there's a couple co-op games that are like 2-player, which is really nice. But I also use it for the Ring Fit Adventure and stuff like that. So it's just like
that's a great game too.
Yeah, you definitely can't do on a PC. There are some things that are.
There's no reason why you can't get a motion cap thing on your PC with your webcam and VR. That's how the VR technology works.
I know, but that's a lot tougher than just having.
It's just selling selling a ring
that does the thing.
But someone's got to make it.
But someone made it. Yeah, that's
if one's already made, that's easier, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not ported over in some kind of way.
I don't know how
that is kind of the nice thing about PCs too. You could like play anything you want from a console for the most part.
Almost.
If you really have your heart set to it, you could download.
You could probably figure it out.
Almost
if you are so inclined to PC gaming, yes.
Yes.
That is definitely a thing.
Which kind of like brings me to what I come to. My conclusion on this whole thing is: if you're a casual gamer, consoles is the way to go. If you're a hardcore gamer, PC's probably your thing, but you probably got a console too because you're hardcore. And what's another $400 on another great device that does a thing, right?
I have a PC, PS4, and a Switch.
Exactly, because that's how a pro does it. So
I'm such a nerd.
I think that is the best.
I just have a PlayStation 4.
But you have a very wonderful reason why you don't. Why you have a PlayStation 4.
I mean, but that's the thing is like I still, and I think I said it on the first episode, I definitely don't really, I'm a new gamer. Like I don't really consider myself a hardcore gamer.
I don't consider myself a hardcore gamer. I played a lot of games, but I don't consider myself uber hardcore. I just know what I like.
Right.
I'm very limited.
Well, that's another reason I like PC games is because I like strategy games, and strategy games don't port well to PC console at all.
No,
They really
you're like
don't.
the big in like the Civ and stuff like that.
I like Civilization, Stellaris.
Stuff
I like
that. Okay,
real-time
all the games
stuff.
that I know.
Yeah, I don't like.
And I've watched people
Command and
play.
Conquer style games.
I appreciate
resource gathering
them. I really
games.
do.
I don't.
Warcraft.
Never got into those games.
Before,
I don't like strategy game. Again, we're story people.
Yeah.
Those are not story people. Those are
Like
you
the
have
stories.
to do the missions.
That's me making up my own story as I do.
Construct additional
campaign
pylons or whatever.
Or
And it's
take
like,
over
no,
a
thank
world or whatever I do. Yeah.
But that's again just not us. It's you, not us.
Hey, it's all about whoever we want to be, right?
I know.
Yeah.
It's about keeping it nerdy.
Yeah, it's about. I was just gonna say that. So everyone out there, keep it nerdy and
Keeping it nerdy.
like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You got anything else, right?
No, I was gonna say for their next episode.
Do we have a? What's our next episode?
We finally decided what the verses will
All
be
right,
for the next episode.
What's our next verses?
The next verses will be tabletop versus electronic gaming.
Oh,
And it'll be a slightly...
So PAX versus PAX Unplugged, essentially.
Basically.
All right.
Essentially. It's going to be a little slightly different in the fact that we're not really going to have a moderator for this one. It's basically going to be trying to figure out which verses you're on. Because I have to admit, I don't know which side I'm on. For this one, very easy to say. I'm a PC gamer. I've always been a PC gamer. I enjoy consoles and respect them. And I have them. But for this one...
And another thing we want to think about, too, and something that maybe our watchers can think about and suggest to us, we have a couple people who have expressed interest in being guests on the podcast already.
Oh, really?
Pretty good for only airing. So right now, as of this recording, only our pilot is out, with episode 1 releasing later on tomorrow morning. So, yeah, we have to figure out how we're going to integrate guests into the show. Are they going to be a moderator? Are they just going to join in on the discussion? Are we going to change format just to accommodate the guests? Don't know yet. We're going to figure it out. Something for all of us to think about. And then, yeah, everyone else, like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment, tell your friends, listen twice, go to sleep with it on play and repeat all night long.
Keep it nerdy.
And keep it nerdy, folks. Good night.
Night.